welcome to the video. My name is Dave. This video is about making a massive, a big and a fat mellow tone with Amplitube 5. Amplitube 5 is new and compared to Amplitube 4 it is awesome. I'm just telling you, this thing has so many amps and so many cool sounds that you can make if you put your time into it. So this video is going to be kind of quick. Stick with me, this will be fast. Okay, here is my DAW. It's Reaper and the Amplitube 5 already open. So the first thing we need for our massive mellow tone is to put an overdrive. And remember, we just use overdrives, not distortions, because our amps are already high gain and distorted. So if you put distortion, it will be really buzzy. But you can put distortion if you know how to work with alongside the high gain, but it is not recommended to put a distortion with the high gain. So what I'm gonna do, I choose the 808, you know, the Ibanez Scream type. In Amplitube 5 here you can see we have bunch of pedal stumps. It's just awesome, man. I love it. I really love it. So we have like fuzz, we have this fuzz, filters, EQ, we have compressing. Okay, and here is the distortions. Look, we have the overscream. Overscream is my favorite and it's just the most used overdrive pedal. So we're just gonna drag it and put it here. So as you can see, we have the DI here. Oh my god. So we have the DI and then we have our, like you say, the overdrive. Okay, now for the settings for the overscream, I usually, it's overdrive, tone and level. Put the overdrive or the gain at 0 and level and tone, I put it around at kind of like 6. That's how I go for. This is my clean and this is with the overdrive. That's it. That will make a ton of difference when we use it with a high gain. It will give us the chuck, okay? And tell you a tip about level and tone. Look, if you want more like one more cut in your mix, in your distortion, use more tones. Use more tone. Tone is like a kind of more highs and it's like it will cut through the mix. If you want like a tight kind of distortion, like for a gent or some, use level, use low level, I mean. But if you want something like, I don't know, groove metal, maybe death metal, you want some beefy, like fat tone, use high level of distortion on your overdrive, okay? But the overdrive itself, the gain, put it low, really low. Now we're done setting up our overdrive. It is time for the amp. Amplitube 5 really stepped up their game by bringing some SLO. We have the Soldano. The one amp, you really dig into it. It is this, they call SJ50. I think it is just, you know, the clone of PV5150. And listen, this sounds awesome. Just listen to it. Just listen to the sound. It is time to mess up with the knobs of the amp with this PV5051. So we have the channel, we have this, the high gain and like the clean. But it's because I have the overdrive. Yeah, this is the clean. Very beautiful. And then we're going to switch to the like high gain. Now we have the low, we have the mid, and we have the high. It depends on the genre you're playing the guitar in. For example, if you are into like metalcore and you want that kind of that ground shaking breakdowns, you're gonna make the low like more like to 7. You're gonna need more low, but you're gonna have less mid, and that's how you go. For example, for the metalcore. Settings I use, because I mostly play like a groove metal type of thing, I usually use like about 4 low and like mid about 6 and high 6 as well. That like a 4-6-6 the combination I go for. You can also try the 6-6-6 combination. That's also cool. It just depends on you. This is the sound of the raw amp. There is no overdrive. Listen to it. And now I'm going to turn on the overdrive. If you want more gentle tone, use low level on your overdrive, and you get kind of like tight sound. And if you want kind of like fat, use like more level off. This 5150 is really good. I really love it. And we have more. We can just maybe use Soldano. We have crunch, clean, bright, overdrive. No. This one is awesome too, and we have like Vhandcraft. I don't know, it's kind of, I've seen this in like the Vildpodney steel tonality. This amp, it's kind of an EVH maybe, I don't know about. It's like we have 4 channels kind of ready up with knobs ready here. So we have channel 3, we have channel 4. I prefer, it's like really ready for you to just push the bar and you're good to go. This sounds good too. We have some more amps like V3M, I don't know. That is why I say Amplitube 5 is really worth a try, and you can use it for like your professional recording, home recording or something else. Maybe let's try some of the two, like this dual turret. The dual turret is good too. Okay guys, that's it for the amp section. I'm just going to choose the PV5150, and we have the Engl, and the Engl sounds good. I was completely forgetting about this Engl. This one sounds damn awesome. Back to the PV51. Now we are done with amp section. So you can set your mid, high and low depending on the genre you are playing. It's up to you. Tell you one thing, do everything you want to do, but in one condition, that you don't clip your sound. Clipping means to just like go beyond, you know, the limits, the gains go beyond limit, and the kind of like buzzing sound pops up. If that happens, just step back, and that's fine. It's just a matter of taste. There are no mistakes in making your tone, but there's just one mistake, and that's really going nuts with the volume. It's just like going really high with the volume, with the gain. You have to be delicate with them. It's just like really with precision. Now it's time for the cap section. You have to respect, you know, the factory matching of the cabinet and amp. They have a reason to match it with what is it, Satch? Yeah, it is Satch green. But you can use the cap you want. But remember, you cannot just use this like cap and just pass it to the next one. Pass it, because you will feel like, oh, this one is bare. Okay, the next one is bare. You're just going to go round and round in circle and getting no clue on what you're doing. So every cab is good, every cab has its own taste. And the cab section, guys, I know this video is going to take long, but I'm going to just tell you some tips that you won't like just get to the cab section is kind of like an EQ, because some cabs has more like highs or maybe mids, but some cabs are boxy, they are so low, they're so bassy. Choose your cab, but do not be like, okay, I just have to find the best cab ever. Every cab has its own taste, and it's just like an EQ, okay? So the cabs, just choose one and go with it, okay? Now I choose a cab, and now it's time for the mics. So we can have two mics. It is a mic section. You can choose between so many. Oh guys, there's so many mics. Ribbon, yeah, Ribbon 106. This sounds really basic. Now maybe for this guy. See, I love it. I love this sound. I put this mic in the center because it gives me like mids, it gives me highs to cut through the mix. Remember what I say, the positioning of the mics you choose, they are like EQ to make your favorite tone. So it is just as important as post-processing. It's just like a post-processing. So the cab and mics, just as important as your amp and overdrive, okay? Remember that. Now we have this, let's see. Ribbon. Now let's say I want my sound more bassy, okay? I put the ribbon mic like in the edge of the speaker. You can also choose your speakers here. You have selections stuff. You can just choose your speakers, but I'm not going to get into it. You can just mess around with it. And this is the tone I made in about 20 minutes, I guess. Listen how it sounds. Now that we are done with our tone, it's time to test it in a mix. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give that thumbs up, share this video with your friends who needs it, because this way you can support me to make more of these tutorials. If you want me to make more of these, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button and tell me what to do next, and I will do it for the next weeks. And here is my playlist of other amp sims I did. If you made it so far guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.